We arrive at Shirahane's secret pool. This is nice and unexpected. The greenery is lush and verdant, and through the summer sun is beating down hard, the pool looks shallow and perfect for swimming. There's also a boat moored to a little jetty. Maybe this used to be a secret dating spot. Mikado-senpai built it as a secret natural pool. Perhaps the reason it's been kept secret. I wipe away my sweat and quickly make my way across the shade of a tree. A sigh of relief escapes my lips as I enter the tree's shadow. Cool air caresses my neck. Despite the heat, it's not too humid. This area is a popular summer resort with people looking to escape the sun. You can find some shade, it's really quite pleasant. I'm starting to relax when... Are you going to get changed? Someone addresses me from behind. I turn around. Huh? I accidentally let out a weird, garbled noise. What's the matter? No, nothing. I didn't expect to see you in underwear. How audacious of you. What's that wolfish look, Yaegaki-chan? I always knew Yaegaki-chan was a girl of particular tastes. Who are you lumping in with her prayers? I regard the twins warily. They're both wearing the standard school issue underwear, putting aside the complete unsexy culottes. Seeing you two like that is kind of reassuring. Somehow I don't think that's a compliment. Yeah, that's a pretty lukewarm look you're giving my boobs. Confirming their little house and prairie aren't so different to mine, I nod in satisfaction. Already changed? That's fast. Princess approaching us. She's fine, in fact. She's in the same boat as us. However... There's a nice breeze here, isn't there? When a serious bookworm body strolling towards us, with the president, I feel a pain of the have-nots versus the haves. We may be the same age, but we're so different in that department. Very attractive. Huh? What's that? Shirahane bends over like she's talking to a child, giving me an eyeful of her frustratingly mountainous Twin Peaks. Both my sisters and my mother are very slender. It runs in the family. I know there's nothing I can do about it, but I can't stop a black hole of jealousy from gaping open at me with that sight. What's the matter, Yaegaki-chan? Is there something bothering you? My future. Hmm? I say girls stop growing at age 14, but that only refers to height. Does something happen? Look awfully glum. Seems she has some worries about the future. I see. Hey, Yaegaki-san. Takes hold of my shoulders and gives me a firm shake as I come out of my reverie to find Prez's face looming in a mine. I think it's wonderful you're considering your future. You can't worry too much about it, remember. Everything in moderation. Everything in moderation? I don't want to hear that from someone in the same boat as me. Huh? What? Seeing the president blink at me in confusion brings me back to my senses and I apologise. I've taken the comments rather differently. Are you not getting changed, Yaegaki-san? The temptation to just say undress me here is quite a tempting option. It is the most forward of the two options, and who wouldn't like Suoh undressing her? I suddenly have a sadistic urge to put my bookworm buddy on the spot, after she forced those envy-inducing Twin Peaks in my field of vision. Okay then, undress me. Huh? What? Undress you? Yes, I'm asking you personally to undress me. I need help with it if you can handle that right. Lift my arms up encouragingly. Her cheeks flush scarlet and she practically stumbles backwards. What's the matter? Come on, get on with it. Sorry, it's too embarrassing. You'd just be assisting someone who needs your help. Nothing to be embarrassed about, right, Press? Look over to her support and she nods, face bright red. Allow my arms. Just kidding. I can always do it myself if I feel like it. I turn my feline smile onto her, leaving her baffled. The shadows of leaves sway across the ground. Big shadows, small shadows, deep shadows, soft shadows. 3 different shadows moving individually. Faced with sudden visual overload, I narrow my eyes. The sunlight filtering through the canopy above a paint strange patterns on the ground. I stare down at my feet, wondering if this is what true art is. The way they swirl around and distort make me feel like ill. I'd be happy just knowing which is the real deal, natural or man-made. Why did I come here? Because I gaze at my Amitié partner in the distance, surrounded by her classmates. Because my Amitié partner who reminds me so much of that girl. I started calling her Erika because of that resemblance too. Just what is about them that I find similar? They're total opposites in terms of personality. It's not as though I look alike either. Wind tossles my hair and branches of the trees are thrown into disarray. The shadows grow and shrink, by turns getting darker and lighter. The scene before me contorts like it's closing in on me as I shut my eyes. For some reason I can hear my old ballet teacher's voice echo in my head. My hands go limp and my notebook slips from my grasp. I'll pick it up from where it drops at my feet and flip through it. Without it, I wouldn't be able to tell what I like and don't like. All those times I faked illness, hoping my parents would pay me some attention. Even the ballet was an attempt to get them to turn and look at me. Who am I? The smell of the grass, the scent of the water. The swelling patterns underfoot, enclosed by the swaying shadows, I feel terribly light. Ignoring the hollow feelings in my chest, I turn the page until I come across words I didn't write, and stare at them in bewilderment. What's this? Notes in Italian, our second language, scribbled on a page. Turn to the next page and find written in neat hand notes on the areas which might come up on test. The correct answers to questions that are easy to get wrong. All explained in a clear, legible fashion. Erika? Nauseous from the undulations of the leaves, I've finally become aware. Aware of feelings for Erika that burn inside me, feelings quite unlike the childish emotions I direct towards parents, or dependence I felt for her. For a girl who idolised me unconditionally. I like watching monster movies from time to time, tasting back to more innocent times. I like Godzilla vs. Mothra. Me too. My sister prefers a remake. No way! Shirahane pulls her face like she's just bitten down on a lemon, and my uncharacteristic expression makes me laugh. I know, right? The person then taps her on her shoulder and leads into a shade of a tree a short distance away. Hey, don't you know it's rude to interrupt a lady when she's talking? No, it was a very ladylike conversation. Not sure I have an answer to that. I watch her a while as she speaks in a low voice of Shirahane. We should friends again. You're right. Agree. After exchanging a few words, Shirahane glances in my direction and then departs. The president comes back to join me in a place. Let's talk. You snatched away my bookworm, buddy. We're not going to talk. The way she says it sounds highly suspicious. I'm not some girl in a sanatorium who shut herself off from the world. Yes, I know that. I was thinking I haven't spoken much with you recently. We're studying for exams. The brains of a bunch can't afford to slip when it comes to exams, can they? What is about brains? My comment was unnatural based on my understanding of a class's hierarchy. For present, just blinks at me, obviously unaware of our positions in it. I let slip a small sigh of resignation and cast around another topic. So, which monster movies are you a fan of? Monster movies? What do you mean? Oh, never mind. I guess I was pushing it there. The present tilts her head at me, her braids trembling. What? Whoa! For a tap on my shoulder and let out a strange squeak when I see my Amitié partner, who has at some point gone changed, no undressed, standing there in her underwear. Cute. I still love a little mole on the neck. You want to play with water, right? What are you talking about? You do, don't you? She leans over me. The scent of peaches is overwhelming. She moves closer, though she's not considerate enough to crouch down and talk to me like Shirahane does. Her cleavage, even more ample than my bookworm buddies, fills my vision. I feel flush over at the sight. You're way too close! I shout, trying to cover up my blushes, but she pays no heed. She quickly moves behind me and motions for me to put my hands up. What? What is this? Cowboys and Indians? How old are you? The same age as you. She forces my arms up, just as she does when she's assisting me. Hey, wait a minute. Everyone else watching from the sidelines, my defences are obliterated and I must endure a total rout. My clothes are forced off me. When I find myself scooped up in her arms, only to be plunked down by the water's edge. I'm angry, but I'll swallow it down. Because I see the way that Takasaki is gazing off in the distance beside me. She must have something she wants to talk about. Perhaps there's no really favourable interpretation of my part, but I wonder if she's trying to apologise in her own clumsy way. The way she's knitting down her brows together is very familiar, as is the way she's pursing her lips. I feel like I'm looking at myself. Are you enjoying yourself? Considering I was forced to come, I suppose I am. I see. After a brief exchange, we fall silent. Feels weird having my feet immersed in water like this. Could be a scene out of a horror movie or a romance novel. But this is the first time I had my feet in warm water sitting outside of a bath. It's actually kind of uplifting as well as being kind of ticklish. Water's so warm, I bet it'd be nice to swim in it. Swim? It's not like I can actually want to go swimming, I don't want to be submerged if my feet are going to touch a bottom. Takasaki makes to stand up and I hold her back. She complies with me so obediently I can't help but smirk. If I decided to get naggy now, I wonder if she might do it. I stare solemnly down at the surface of water, watching as it glitters in the sunlight. The light reflecting the water plays against her face and I find myself staring, spellbound, at her handsome features. You're cuter when you're not saying anything. Really? You usually come back with me something sarcastic or flare up at me. This time she just continues staring at the water. It's kind of disconcerting. I feel like I should start a conversation or consider talking about the weather today or fashion. Or launching into a comedic anecdote. So this all happened a while ago, but one time I was super hungry. And I went to beg some food from kitchens. I settled on the anecdote. Usually a cook would give me something, but this time there was no one around, so I opened up the fridge to see if there was anything to eat in there. She doesn't respond, but appears to be listening. Anyway, scrounging up around the fridge, I found a steel bowl with chopped onion in it. covered with salmon wrap. There's a note on top of it which read, "I won't make you cry ever again." And I got a joke, I couldn't stop laughing. So I must have felt bad for a cook who prepares our dinners every night and cut up the onion for her. I go on to tell her how my outburst of laughter led to the dormother discovering me and how I'd gotten into a giant scolding. However, no response. Saki's sister's always interrupting my conversations. Yachiro-senpai had an uncanny habit of popping up unexpectedly, but where are they when I need them? The wind's picked up. So it has. Takasaki finally speaks, but I can't think of anything to say to return. Have I caught Shirahane's tongue-tiedness? I think of my bookworm buddy and how hard she's worked to make friends despite finding it a struggle. It strikes me as how impressive an endeavour it was. I'm not capable of the same. What? Oh, nothing. I remember how, at the end of a case of disappearing bunnies, when I announced it was who the real culprit was, I said you couldn't perform a handshake with just one hand, and I had held my hand out. That feels so long ago now. I wanted to myself, and copying Takasaki, I too glared down at the annoyingly sparkly water. Looks like a fail, although I can't hear what they're saying in the distance. I can read it from the movement of their lips, the expressions of their faces. Find out who's talking about who there in a moment. Well, in the next episode anyway. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day, and bye-bye.
Dodo